It's 9:28. Well, international touring artists Bart Stenhouse and Surojato Roy will perform at the Empire Cafe in Mullumbimby as part of their 2018 East Coast tour. Bart's an accomplished guitarist and composer, well known in this studio, and he's also well versed in Indian classical and flamenco styles, which some people may not realise. And Surojato Roy is a percussionist specialising in tabla from Kolkata. Good morning and welcome to you both. Thank you for coming in.
Very good morning.
Hi, Joe. Great to be back.
So how did you two meet?
I got an invitation to perform at the, I think it was 2016 International Guitar Festival in India, and I played there with some musicians from Australia that I took over, and also collaborated with some wonderful musicians from India. And after we played our set, I hung around at the festival and wanted to check out some of the artists playing, and Surojato was playing with a really amazing cross-cultural group from Europe, and he was performing music kind of similar to what I was doing, but with some different influences, Middle Eastern and Turkish and European influences. And I just went, wow, that guy's amazing, I have to go and say hello. So we got talking, and then we ended up doing a recording session in Kolkata on that trip, and then we've become good friends, and this is our second tour now together here. So.
Tell us about your journey with music. Have you always been a musician, Surojato?
Yeah, actually, I'm really fortunate about that. Like, music is from my family. My parents are musicians. My mom is a classical vocalist. I started tabla when I was 4, but my mom tells me that I started playing tabla on my milk cans when I was a kid. So that's how my journey started. And for the last 20 years, I took talim or lesson, as you call in Hindustani classical music, from a legend of tabla, Pandit Shankar Ghosh. And presently I'm learning under Pandit Shubhankar Banerjee. Yeah.
What is the tabla? Tell us about it.
Tabla is one of the most popular North Indian classical drums. It's made of skin and wood, and tabla can be a solo instrument as well as an accompanying instrument. And mostly the Indian classical music is because it's mostly improvisational. So tabla can also be like a painting palette where you paint your picture with colors of strokes and your imagination.
Wow.
Yeah,
so you're actually raising money for a Tibetan children's village.
Right.
Tell us a little bit about this and why you're doing it.
A friend of mine grew up in Dharamsala at this particular charity, and I just got talking with him one day, and I said, you know what, I'd really love to raise some funds for them. And then the opportunity came around on this tour. We thought, well, let's give it a go. And I wrote to the organisation up in Dharamsala, in the very north of India, where the Dalai Lama is based. And they wrote back to me and said, oh, we'd love, it'd be fantastic, please come and you can visit us. And so we're going to raise the funds, and I'm planning a trip at some point in the next year or so to actually go and give them the cash in hand and see the school and see the works they're doing. And I want to create a bit of a blog to show people who donate, they can see all what the money's going towards as well.
Wonderful. And are you living now in Australia, Surojato?
No, I'm here for just for the tour. I'm traveling Australia, but I'm principally settled in Calcutta now, in India. Yeah.
So what do you make of Australia?
Oh, it's a beautiful country. It's the nature is so beautiful, and fun-loving people. Lots of sports, lots of sea, lots of mountains, and lots of pies.
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 Oh, as in meat pies.
As in meat pies, yeah.
Terrific. Maybe you can start a trend when you go back to Kolkata. So what are you going to play for us today?
We're going to play one of my compositions off the latest album we just recorded together in March this year, called As the Fire Turns, and the song we're going to play is a dedication piece to 2 friends of mine that I've toured with previously, and they've just made such an impact on me, I had to write a song for them. So this is a song called Lulo y Paco, which means Lulo and Paco.
Terrific. So just while they're setting up, you can catch these guys at the Empire Cafe in Mullumbimby as part of their East Coast tour. Bart Stenhouse and Surojato Roy are here. And there's also a gig tonight at the Jigai Hall.
Yes, we're doing another fundraiser there. Yep.
Fundraiser at the Jigai Hall. So, and all the proceeds from that go to the Tower Preschool. So, wonderful.
Okay.
That was breathtaking. Thank you both so much.
Thank you, Jack.
That was wonderful. You can see that you're a true meeting of musical minds, really. You've got it was just magnificent. And that was your own composition, Bart.
Yes, yes, yeah, it is. The thing I try to put into the music is to take the audience on a little journey to some part of the world that either I've been to or I'd like to go to in the future, but also let them kind of experience a conversation as we move back and forth between the traditions. So I've studied quite a lot in flamenco and particularly a lot in jazz and quite a lot in Hindustani or North Indian music. But it's definitely always coming with my own flavour, like an accent. I kind of think of it that way, you know, my interpretation of the ideas. So it's very different to how a traditional Indian musician would interpret it.
True.
And for you, what's it like?
For
to
me, I was
collaborate?
fortunate to work like as Bart said, the track's name is on Paco y Lulo, which means Paco and Lulo. So Paco Gerardi is one of my very good friends from Spain, from Madrid. I was really fortunate to work with him, and we did a conversation between Indian classical music and traditional flamenco. And so during that time, I really got to learn like how flamenco musicians or the gypsy musicians actually how they think about the rhythm structures and the rhythmic compositions. And it was really fun to know because it's very different from Indian classical music. and it was kind of a challenge for me actually to blend both the two. But it's really nice because flamenco music is one of my favorite musics again. So it's always a real fun to explore these things together. Yeah.
Well, it's brilliant to have you both in to the studio. Thank you for coming.
you
Good
so
luck
much.
with the fundraising for
Thank you
that
so much,
Thank you
Jack.
so much. Thank you
Tibetan
so much.
Children's Village, and also the Tower Preschool. Bart Stenhouse and also Surojato Roy.